Going to read the Submariner of the Depths. It's basically Namor. From what I heard in a YouTube video, it's basically Namor in his story of him killing two submariners, I think, or somebody in the ocean. I don't want to spoil it too much. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna give you my review. Okay, so this is a little injection of what I'm doing right now, but what I really do not like is the writing like this. It's very annoying. It's very hard to read. I'm gonna have to squint at it to read it. I'm gonna continue, and this scene is very brutal here, so we'll keep continuing. I just wanted to show you guys the ending part of chapter 1. I finished chapter 1, and to be continued, I'm gonna play the page, make another video about that, but I'm gonna do my review of chapter 1. I'll do that right now. I'll play some background footage, so here you go. So chapter 1 of Submariner the Depths is basically about they're building the story through the character, so they haven't revealed Namor yet, but it's basically Dr. Sten, I think, and he is, well, of course, the guy in the beginning says beautiful, he disappears. And then he does this show because they already went on the travels in the peaks or wherever the snow caps were, and they were looking for the abominable snowman, and they found these footprints. They weren't really prevalent or anything, so they came back with the abomination snowman. It was actually like a Himalayan red bear or something like that. So they unveiled it, of course, which is a Himalayan red bear, of course, a fiction, fantasy thing. So he's approached by people who want to become, or want him to become, help them in their mission. Right, they're trying to find who Namor is, or finding what Atlantis is. Right, even if it even exists, is right, probably doesn't. So trying to find that out. He accepts, and he goes on to the mission with them, and obviously he gets into conflict with the crew, of course, because he thinks that it's just a fiction. He's a man of science, and Dr. Sten is a man of science, and he refuses to believe this fictitious, fantastical, fantastical idea of Namor or Atlantis. So I think it's just a falsity and it's not true, right? But we keep going on from here, and then closer to the end, like a lot of the pages, both of them talking, a lot of the crew, Dr. Shin and the crew talking about it being a fiction and being fictitious. Meanwhile, he is writing inside his notebook, or writing inside his diary. So eventually, as he went on, they have a sea devil, which is of hypo something volcanic vent something, and it shakes the whole submarine and it goes shaking around. So, and then Dr. Shin crazily somehow says, okay, he proposes, okay, let's go out and let's take one of the pods or whatever they use to go out into during the sea devil. And they're like, he's crazy. What do you don't do that in the sea devil? You're gonna die unless you want to die. But in chapter 1, I guess he wants to go out there, and so both of them get in there. I think Ricky came with him. He's like, Ricky, you're too scared, or are you too scared, Ricky? And he comes with him, and Dr. Sten, just really crazy guy. Of course, he wants to prove science. It kind of reminds you of the people who are like, professors, and they really want to disprove like Christianity. He reminds me of one of those people. He's so ardent in it, and he's so ardent in his point of trying to disprove something that he's very. He's even pushed the boundaries, right? So I think it was a pretty good chapter 1. I enjoyed it. My noises were the writing in the beginning, the cursive writing, or the writing in the dictionary or the diary that he writes. I cannot read it at all. It is very tough to read. Very tough to decipher cursive for me. I know I have my own style of cursive, but cursive is so annoying for me to read. But I think this was a pretty good one. It's a lot of dialogue, right? It's building up the story, so